What's up, MSFers? Bugs and Crucible shaped the conversation over the weekend, but before we get into that, Gangster KT and Gideon XL are joined by Pathfinder Gaming for Forced Conversation number 8. I'm rapidly starting to look forward to these conversations. They're generally relaxed in nature, covering all the topics in the game. Be sure to check these out. He previously had on EvDog, and before that, Free-to-Play Frog. Lots of good stuff in these. Speaking of Pathfinder Gaming, he has a recap of Week 1, Season 5, where he talks about the bugged Room 3. Purple Sticky also having issues with Room 3, as those negative effects don't just propagate but multiply as they spread to adjacent. If you're looking for a quick take on Season 5, Week 1, be sure to check out UpDog's video as he showcases a spreadsheet of what he did in all 3 matches. He also has a pretty decent counter for Pegasus if that's what you're needing. Taco Shooter comes down hard on Scopely with acid in his words. He showcases Dorky Dad's livestream blow up about the bugs in the game. He's not wrong either. Many players are very frustrated, and though Scopely continues to work on these problems, it doesn't seem to be happening fast enough. The new update 7.5.1 seems to be helping a little bit, but there's many things that this patch doesn't even address. I noticed one thing, that newer Samsung phones seem to be having the fewest problems, though I still have friends with 23 Ultras that are having game crashes. I myself have experienced lag and crashing on a newer phone, and other devices, especially LD Player, are an absolute nightmare to play the game. The blog post landed and there was a mixed bag of information there. We've got reworks coming to the Mega Orbs and a 1-hour cooldown which will run for the rest of the year. Mobile Gamer goes over that, plus some restructuring in the payout systems. He gets all dressed up for this one, so you know it's gotta be good. There was some bad news, however. Wakandans are required in an Alliance-wide milestone event for Crucible, along with the new Warriors. Now, new Warriors, of course, are pretty hot in Crucible right now and don't seem to be too impactful in this event. But requiring Wakandans is, as the Wakandans have fallen out of the meta and probably are not going to be your top 6 offensive teams, maybe not even the top 10 really. Now, I don't mind requiring older teams that maybe some people skipped as milestone points. It just shows that you need a little bit more skill to use them. However, requiring this in an Alliance-wide milestone event is problematic because now I'm requiring my Alliance mates to build this team, or hoping that they already have them built or have the skill to get through it. And this is a 1v1 game mode where you shouldn't have to be tied to Alliance-wide milestones. And moving on to more positive topics, Benny Westside does a spoiler-free review of the Marvels movie. Now, I haven't actually had time to watch this video, but I saw the thumbnail and thought to myself, I bet he gives this movie a perfect score. Benny Westside, of course, a big fan of Captain Marvel. And also coming from Benny Westside is a breakdown of Kraven the Hunter. If nothing else, check this out for the cosplay in it. Quite good. Props on that, Benny. Good job. And finally, with the best wordplay of the week, I'm going with Bendable Straws. Goodbye, Bifrost. Everyone excited to see them move out of Room 2, and now we can complain about Secret Defenders Noir in Room 1 instead. Maybe Scopely felt that now was a good time to tie Alliance-wide milestones to a solo PvP game mode, being that the game is crashing so much those scores are tilted anyways. But Scopely, if you're watching, I found out where those bugs are and how you can fix them. The bugs are located in Blitz. That's right, if you just delete Blitz from the game, I'm sure all of our problems will be solved. And for everything else, I'm Run7, bringing you yesterday's news today. And speaking of Pathfinder Gaming, he goes over his Week 3 recap season. Why am I getting Week 3? I mean, just look at that smile. I bet he walked out of the theater, turned right back around, and walked in to watch it again. We have the pacts in the blog, and we have the nodes in the data mines, and everybody's getting excited over how to beat this trial. I'm not going to bother going over it now because, as usual, there will probably be 1, maybe 2 nodes that actually cause you problems, and the rest is going to be easy in comparison, and we'll have plenty of those videos on the way.